Hello friend, welcome to my channel Emerging School of Economics and Commerce. Hope that you are doing well. Much appreciation in your comments. Thanks once again. For coming to a new video with a new topic, inflation. What is inflation? I will teach you today what is inflation. Pico define inflation as inflation take place when price level expand more in proportion to output. Thus we conclude that inflation is a phenomenon whereby general prices level rises persistently. There are main two types of inflation are as follow: demand pull inflation and cost push inflation. Demand pull inflation. Demand pull inflation occurs when the aggregate demand in the market is higher than the aggregate supply. The increased demand tends to push the price of commodities higher, leading to inflation. The next is cost push inflation. Cost push inflation occurs when there is a substantially increases in the cost of essential goods and services and there are no suitable substitutes for particular commodities in the market. In such a scenario, the price of the goods and services increases, leading to inflation. Both of these lead to an increase in the price of goods and services. Subsequently, it reduces the currency purchasing power. Keynes and his followers emphasize the increase in aggregate demand as the source of demand pull inflation. There may be more than one source of demand. Consumers want more goods and services for consumption purpose. Businessmen want more input for investment. Government demand more goods and services to meet civil and military requirements of the country. Thus, the aggregate demand comprises consumption, investment, and government expenditure. When the value of aggregate demand exceeds the value of aggregate supply at the full employment level, the inflationary gap arises. We have a figure. In this figure, we have Keynesian's aggregate supply, which has a vertical segment at full employment. Before the level of full employment, whenever AD rises from AD1 to AD2, the price level as well as the level of output both increases as from P1 to P2 and from Y1 to Y2. This situation does not represent inflation. If now we come to the level of full employment, YF, where the output has reached its maximum level, here the equilibrium of the economy takes place at E3, where AD3 is equal to AS. Accordingly, the level of prices is OP3 and the level of output is OYF. Now we suppose that AD increases as a case of shifting of AD curve to AD4. This AD curve cuts AS at E4. It is obvious that the price level has gone up to OP4, while the level of output remains fixed at YF. Thus, the increases in price level from OP3 to OP4 represent demand pull inflation. Now we have a demand pull inflation in a monetary analysis. Now we explain demand pull inflation by introducing a monetary change in the economy. We suppose that supply of money in the economy is increased through an easy monetary policy followed by central bank. As a result, the rate of interest will fall. This will increase consumption expenditure, investment expenditure, and even government expenditure. Accordingly, AD curve will shift to right, output remaining constant. Such shifting of AD will have the effect of increasing price level, which is also recorded as demand pull inflation. With the help of figure F2, here basic equilibrium take place respectively at E1 and F1. Hence, OYFE is a level of output and OI1 is the rate of interest and OP1 is the price level. When the supply of money is increased, the LM curve shifts to the right as LM1. As a result, the rate of interest decreases to OI0. The decreased rate of interest will encourage all those expenditures which are sensitive to the rate of interest. Hence, AD curve shifts to the right as AD2 in the upper part of the figure. This intersect AS at F2. As a result, the level of output remains same as or at OYFE, while the price level rises to OP2. This increase in price level from OP1 to OP2 represent demand pull inflation due to increase in MS. MS means money supplied. While in the lower part of the figure, the monetary increases in national income from YFE to AFE also represent inflation or inflationary gap. So guys, you learned more from this video. Keep watching my channel. Till then, bye bye.